Ribeirão Preto. And I remember it's difficult for me because in, at school. I seen people with money, with cars, with a lot of opportunities, and I don't know, with some part of lucky and efforts, and I don't know, opportunities, and a kind of effort. I can, I don't know, start my studies. I'm I'm the I'm the single guy on my family with high school, for example. High school, no, but with school, yes, degree and postgraduate MBA and this kind of studies. And but for other side, I see people in the same situation without opportunities. It's difficult to close a answer for this. Okay, I agree with Lucas. It's so important. The environment, the health, food, feed is important because we have a lot of researches about it. People, unfortunately, don't develop their minds, their brains without correct food. um, but I think that it's important we have opportunities for everyone, but we don't have opportunities for everyone too. It's not a kind of a meritocracy, but we have some piece of meritocracy too, because people need they need the will to go out of their situations, but um, to have this will, they need see the opportunities, and in some situations they don't have the opportunities to see the opportunities. It's crazy, but I think that's so important, the safe spaces and education and the good environment for their development in the future. Okay. And about you, Joaquin, what do you think?
About me, I think the same like you and Diego. I think the environment where a child grow up is very important for the rest of your life. If in our childhood, if you grow up in one polite family, in one family with good financial conditions, it's very important. If you grow up in one serious family, I think it's very important for later. Maybe we have more possibilities to achieve our goals. Like you, I grew up also in one big farmer in the past, where we haven't good conditions, like schools, like cinemas, to watch movies. I grew up in one poor village also. Then I grew up very limited to achieve my goals. In the other hand, there was other my friends living in the city. They have much more conditions to 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 achieve their goals. I Helen start starting my studies, my promotion as an adult, because as a child I have never the opportunity to have a big development in my childhood. Yeah, that's it.
Good.
Wow, tough childhood, Joaquin. So you study more when you were already an adult. You didn't have the chance to study when you were a child.
Yeah. After I start studying again in my military service. I made my military service in Navy. Then it's there that I start studying again, and I take a course of the electronic in Navy, and it was my future in the after.
Nice, nice. It's good that you had the chance to study, even as a grown up. Okay, guys. Question number 2. Do you believe that every child truly has the same chance to succeed, or are some children destined to face more obstacles due to where or how they are born? Brizola.
For me, I don't believe that every child has the same chance to succeed because the circumstance of a birth, such as family income, social class, geographical locations, and the access to education and the health care, create very different start points in life. Children born into healthier families or safer environments often have access to better schools, extracurricular activities, and healthcare, which gives them tools and the opportunities to achieve their goals more easily. On their hand, the choice you grow up in poverty or in places with limited resource and they tended to face greater obstacles, such as underfunded schools, lack of nutrition food, unsafe living conditions, or even discriminations. These factors, I think, don't mean that success is impossible for them, but it often require much more effort, resilience, and external support to overcome choice barrier. In reality, I think society it's not completely fair, and while talent and determination matter, the environment in which a child is born still plays a major role in defining how far then can go, I think. Yeah. And you, Sarah?
I think no, not every child has the same chance to succeed. I mean, it's complicated. Uh, if you're gonna talk about chance or opportunity, I think everybody has a lot of chances in life, but not everybody has the same opportunities. It's like that picture that is famous when we see a wall, muro, and a kid that is very tall looking above
Yes.
the wall, and the other one, it's about equality. So the other one is on top of a banquinho, stool, looking, so they had the same height. I don't know if I made myself clear explaining the picture, but it's a very common picture to explain equality. I don't think we have this here in Brazil, especially. We don't have banquinhos for all of the poor children. They don't have the same opportunity. That's what I'm trying to say. What do you think, Diego?
I agree, guys, with you. The question is so interesting because it's a development of a consequence of the first question. Yes, it's a kind of a chain that we have here. When you think about opportunities, it's important to understand that the people who grow up in a rich family with contacts, they are so quickly in front of the opportunities. They have the lucky to be in the right place in the right moment with the right person with a right proposal. It's common. For example, I remember when I was working in one company, speaking with one director of the company about school, because I had 4 kids. It's difficult to pay an expensive school. We try to give to them the education, but it's difficult. Yes, we need to plan for I forgot the name, for bolsas and discounts, this kind of stuff. And the guy talking to me on that time. I pay the most expensive school at São Paulo. It's around, I don't know, 15,000 reals a month for just one kid. And this guy talk, it's not the highest level of education, this school. It's the same that, for example, Porto Seguro, other school, a German school that they have at São Paulo, the education is the same. And at Porto Seguro, people just pay around 7,000 reals. Is the, I don't know, 50% of the difference. But the difference is, in this school, last week I was in a barbecue with the guy who are the CEO of I don't know this bank, and I, for example, the nephew of governor study with my kid, and is about the networking and the opportunities. And for me, it's I understood on that time that this is the opportunities that this kind of people have on the life. And unfortunately, we need to I don't know, to cavar our opportunities. This guy, they are in the right moment, in front of the right people. Yes, that's my vision about it.
Oh my God, I didn't know about this kind of schools in São Paulo. It's
Yes,
a very far reality from mine.
yes,
But they are buying the network.
that's it. The
And maybe,
access.
yes, and maybe the guy who is paying for the school, the father of the child, he worked a lot, but this child
Yes,
maybe will never have to work a lot like he did.
yes, that's
Or
it.
maybe he just has a how can I say, fácil, easy
Easy.
access, like you said.
Yes, yes, that's it.
Joaquin, what is your opinion? Tell us, please.
My opinion, in my point of view, I think there are many children our destination to face much more obstacles than others. I think there are many. There are more children where the parents they are better condition monetary to they can uh, to um, to study in better schools than others. Here in Portugal, we can observe that situation. For example, the parents, for example, with a regular salary, more or less, they met the child in the particular studies. In the other situation, many families with a few conditions they need to start to continue it in the public schools, and then in that conditions there are some children, they are much more possibilities later to continue studying in college, in the universities, then the others, the children, then they need to stop studying. I think all depend the financial conditions of the parents. Then I think there is still a big difference between child to achieve the better conditions.
For sure. Joaquim, I'm curious, how is the public studies in Portugal comparing to the private studies, private schools?
The public studies are good, very good. More or less, all the students prefer the public schools, but many students, they don't achieve the enough note to enter in the universities, and then in that way they go to study for the private schools. You understood?
Yes.
Yes.
If I may, one question about the way that people apply to the universities, Joaquim.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a test, public test. As in
Yeah.
Brazil, we have, for example, the vestibular. It's a pre-test to enter in the university.
Medicine, engineering, economic, lawyers, all the students prefer the public schools, universities, college. But for example, for the medicine, only studies with the note 19, 18, they can to enter, and because of that, many other students they go to the private universities, because they don't reach, eles não alcançam, não têm the enough note to enter in the public universities.
I think what Diego was trying to ask is, how is the process to get into the public universities? Do you know? Do the students has to take a test?
Yes, that's it. This note that you said before, what kind of note? Is a test that people need to do to start the university?
They need to make a test, yes. They need to make a test. To enter, they complete the course, but to enter in the university, they need to make a test. Depend of the course that they choose. They can to make exams of mathematics, Portuguese, chemistry, physics, depending language, for example. German, English, French.
Nice.
Depending of the course that they choose, is different matters for the exam.
Yes, like the old vestibular test here in Brazil. Nowadays,
Yes.
we have to do every subject, every materia, chemistry, mathematics, independent, regardless of the course we want to take here.
Here sometimes there are when not a problem, not a problem. For example, in the particular college, in the particular schools, more sometimes the students are better notes. It's better notes, but sometimes there are some the people in general don't agree with that notes because the particular college they want to continue with the students. Then they give them a good note. They need got a note good, and then sometimes the people them that there are influencing the notes, the particular schools.
Yes. Thank you for sharing some curious things about Portugal. Let's go to question number 3, guys. How can poverty during childhood affect a person's emotional development, self-esteem, and ability to dream about a better future? Brizola.
Oh my God. I think growing up is sorry, como que pronuncia? Poverty.
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 Poverty. Thank you. Growing up is poverty can have a big impact on a child emotional self-esteem and of course ability to imagine a better future. Constant financial struggle often bringing feelings of insecurity, fear, and frustrations because basic needs like food, the housing, and the safety aren't always guaranteed. This kind of instability can cause, of course, stress and anxiety for an early age, affecting a child emotional well-being and then their ability to trust the world around them. Uh, poverty can also hurt self-esteem. Children who see others with more opportunities or possessions may feel I don't know English, inferior or unworth. A lack of encouragement, recognitions, or positive role models can make them doubt their own potentials. I can also limit the ability to dream about the futures when survival in the main focus and about longer term goals can feel impossible or unrealistic. I think over time this can create a sense of resignations. Here, children stop believing that changing possible. But if emotional support, access to education, and the environment that encourage hope and confidence, many children can overcome this challenge and bind a better future for themselves. Yeah. How about you, Diego?
Okay. Poverty in this case, we have a lot of senses of this word. Okay. But I think that poverty we can translate, for example, for foodless, homeless, I don't know, selfless, safeless, sorry, safeless, healthless, a lot of less here, because poverty is not a problem in this case, but poverty without food, poverty without a good environment uh, between the family, because sometimes poverty can make the family distructured. I don't know that's a good word for this, but and it's correct word. But the fathers fighting all the time, struggling all the time in front of their kids because they don't have food. And there is a good Portuguese saying, né? Casa que falta pão, todo mundo briga e ninguém tem razão. That's common because they don't have bread, they don't have food. Could be dangerous for emotional development of the kid and other things, educational development. That's my opinion. What about you, Sarah?
Yeah, I agree with you. We can also see, like you said, poverty is not like the main problem. People can
Yes.
have lower money, but if they lack access to basic things,
Yes.
that can happen. Fathers can fight each other, and the children are seeing that. But if you have like a poor family, but well-structured family, a
Yes.
good family structure, the chances that that children is gonna feel all how can I say that? Feel the bad things of poverty, I think is low. Is low.
Yes.
I think we can have different outcomes in the same scenario. We have children that's gonna suffer being rich or being poor. We have children that's gonna succeed being poor. So it's hard to say what is exactly gonna happen. But I think the majority is what you guys already said, what Brizola said and what Diego said. It's important to have the basic so people can grow with dignity. Joaquin, what do you think?
I think more or less like you. Being poverty is not a big problem. Some families they can be poverty, but they have this actually for the life. They can to buy all the things, food, care the health. They can be a poverty, but okay, they are not big problem for that. But when we have a deep poverty, yes, in that condition, I think the childhood of a child, they can affect a lot their development and self-esteem abilities, because when a family fall in a deep poverty, for example, the child in school, they are how to say, they are abandoned for the other child. For example, in my time, when I was a child, there was already some families which more than others, but all the childs live well between them. But I think today is a bit different. The childs today, for example, in schools, when they observe some childs coming from deep poverty families, sometimes that child they suffer for bullying. And then it's in many situations it's a problem. That child they need to help sometimes, but instead of help in the other situation, they are critic and separated for the other childs.
Yeah, this age, childhood, bullying happens a lot. I
A
remember
lot.
being picked because I didn't have the same shoes in
Okay.
that famous brand All Star.
Yeah.
Everybody has, and I couldn't
Yeah.
have. And my mother bought me a copy of All Star, and I hated because I couldn't have the real one. So it leaves marks.
Yeah.
You are muted, Diego. I don't know if you're talking.
Sorry, I thought I'm talking Tail Star. It's not All Star. It's the coffee
They
Tail Star. Yes, the same star, but there is a letter T, small. Yes, I remember.
Yes. Yes, but to be honest, it didn't mark me a lot to make me feel bad. You know, it happens. It's something that I talk a lot with my husband. It's good for children to go through this
Yes,
because
that's
it
it.
builds character.
Yeah, to face problems, to face another bad people, we speak to them about good or bad things, their opinions. To yes, it's important. I agree with
Yes,
you.
we learn how the world works.
Yes,
Where rich
that's it.
people has a lot and you maybe don't, but you have to face that.
That's it.
Let's go to question number 4, guys. In your opinion, what is the role of governments and societies in reducing inequality among children? Should this responsibility fall mainly on families, schools, or public policies? Brizola.
I think reducing inequality among children is a shared responsibility, but governments and society play the biggest role. Families and the schools are important because they provide the love, guidance, and education, but they can't fix better problems like poverty, like of healthcare in the unsafe neighborhoods and or then one these issues need public policies and the collective actions. Government have the power to create fair systems that guarantee every child basic right like quality education, healthcare, nutrition, and more important protections. By investing in social programs, improve public schools, and supporting low income families, they can help close the gap between children who are born into privilege and the choice you aren't. At the same time, I think society has a role matters to community project, volunteers work, and awareness campaigns can help promote empathy and inclusions. When everyone works together, children have a much better chance of grow up with equal opportunities. Yeah. How about you, Joaquim?
About me, I think the government, I think, in my opinion, is the government that they have the uh, have to many laws to for the families to have more good conditions. I think if the governments take rules, take laws to the families to have better conditions with bad salaries. In the same time, in the same time, they are also reducing the equality among children. before if the families they have a better life with better condition, at the same time the inequality between the children is reducing also. Then I think the government they are the responsibility to provide better condition for the population.
For sure.
And you, Diego, what do you think?
Oh, yes, I agree with you. There is a balance between government, the particular um, companies. I don't know. It's not just about the government. I think that's the I forgot the name for this, but iniciativa privada and the schools, for example, that school that I talked before. They can give some kind of a bolsas and discounts for poor people, or they can start a new school in a poor neighborhood without conditions for that kind of people, that type of people. So important, the union between this all um, these spheres of the society, because nowadays it's not just about to give money to the people, to give, I don't know, conditions. As for example, it's common here in my city. We have some kind of a schools that provide training for poor people. Unfortunately, they started the course without full rotation of the people because uh, I don't know, they don't like uh, take the bus and go to the downtown to take a course in the uh, different time of the school. And it's very good courses. They have, I don't know, courses to help people to find a job, to help people with finances and the computer language, English. And it's important to help the family, work with the family and with the guys. And if the government and the iniciativa privada and the schools and the churches, it's important because they have a kind of a penetration between this kind of people in the poor neighborhoods. Yes, if all these institutions work together, I believe that this could help better than just I don't know, social security or um, government help. All of them are important because with the Bolsa Familia, the guy can pay for the food, can pay for, I don't know, the clothes, this kind of stuff. Okay, but not just uh, s- uh, money and social security. The other things together should make the better thing for the poverty, in my
Yes,
opinion.
the government not gonna do magic. He cannot
Yes.
force children to go to school just by giving money. Families also have to contribute with a good family culture and teach their children to go to school. So everything counts.
Yes, actually, we have one program here at São Paulo. I forgot the name, but they are paying for the kids to go to the school.
Yeah,
They
I think
pay
it's
around 200
Brazil-wide.
reals. The whole
Yeah,
country. I don't know. I think that's just about São Paulo state. But this could help because it's a small amount of money, but it's the compromise that
yeah.
the kid had. I don't know, not just
Maybe
yes,
maybe it's the how can I say the incentivo that
yes,
children
that's it.
needs to remain in school.
Yes. And the
Yeah.
fathers, you need to go to the school because without this money, I don't know.
Unfortunately, we live in a, or fortunately, we live in a capitalism world, mundo
Yes. Yes.
So
that's
maybe money can incentivar people
yes.
to go to school.
Yes.
Guys, that's it for today. We only have 2 minutes, so I don't think we have time for one more question. Thank you for being with me. Have a nice
Thank you,
week.
Sarah.